So this is Life Topic, and today we're going to be talking about Christmas in Tokyo. Enjoy! So I thought that the best way to make a video about showing how Japanese people like to celebrate Christmas, no better way than actually showing you firsthand. So let's take a stroll around Tokyo and see how Japanese people actually celebrate Christmas. Enjoy. Okay, so here we are at a German market in Roppongi, which is a pretty, fabulous place in Tokyo. Now, as we're peering through the crowd and stuff like that, you can see that it is a Christmas market. They're selling different ornaments on the left and the right, and there's crowds of people there. Japan doesn't really see Christmas as a holiday, more as an event, right? So they don't take it quite as seriously as we do, but they definitely appreciate what the happiness and the joy it brings to people. Interestingly enough, there is a nativity scene here, which they did quite a good job on. And the thing I found really interesting about that is that even in New York Christmas markets, I don't really remember seeing nativity scenes. Probably there are, but I haven't seen them. But that lady, funny fact, actually thought they were scary, which I thought was kind of funny because it's just sheep and a baby. But now that we're coming back, we see the Tokyo Tower, right, and we're walking back, and it's, got the lights and everything like that, and it really sets the mood, right? Japan, definitely has a way with lights, and, it really brings in good vibes, and especially when you're combining it with Christmas, we got, again, like more ornaments and things like that. And as we're peering down further into this area, you notice that there's a whole crowd of people here, and even though there's a big crowd of people, it really doesn't feel too hectic going in and out. And that's one of the wonderful things about Japan. Even though through crowds, there's somehow fluidity. But yeah, so as you can see here, there's a lot of Christmas wreaths. Now, Christmas wreaths are emphasized a lot more in Japan, and I'm not sure if this is true or not, but I think it's because Christmas trees are quite expensive in Japan. There was ones about at waist height that I saw in Roppongi. Now that is an expensive area, but they're going for $150+. And then on top of that, even if you had the money to buy the Christmas tree or found it worth it, then you've got to place it into an area where you have hardly any space in most Japanese homes anyway. So obviously not too worth it. But now, past that, we get down to this German-esque tower that's in the Christmas market. Now, I really like it. As I got closer, and all that crowd of people in the communal area, I started really feeling the vibes of Japanese anime Final Fantasy style, of vibes coming from that. So, Japan has a really good way of bringing in European culture and, old places to kind of really bring out the fantasy vibes, and that's what I kind of felt. And because this is a German market, this looks like it was supposed to be more of like a beer garden. Now, even though it's a beer garden, it was I think intended to be a beer garden, I didn't really see too much beer, but more like mixed drinks like eggnog, things like that. And there was food there, but most of the food was either Japanese-ish food, nothing, but there was a lot of German sausages and pretzels and stuff like that. But on the end, that was that. So, hope you enjoy the market. So, the great thing about Christmas in Japan, probably the best thing, as a matter of fact, is the matter that there is no overdone Christmas music. See, Christmas music is really not all that bad in general, but when you're looking at every day the same 5 songs repeated over and over again, especially if you're going shopping, let alone if you work in a retail store, right? Japan can be quite intense in that sense. Oh, not Japan, sorry, America can be quite intense in that sense. And here you might occasionally hear a Christmas song, but it's rare, and oftentimes you hear the Japanese twist on it, which kind of makes it funny. And you'll see this is something like this. You might find a love scene in a show, a drama, or whatever on a Christmas Eve. Insert your favorite anime here, where underneath the obviously Tokyo Tower, something nice and romantic, so that way you can take your lady out, or man, whatever you have, or person, you know how it is. Anyway, so yeah, you come out to one of these types of places and you can feel the romance in the air, so like that on Christmas Eve, because like I said, there's a lot more emphasis on the love aspect of Christmas versus just getting presents and stuff like that. Case in point, Christmas room, Ginza, Tokyo, Japan. I will say though that Japan has taken an interesting take on Christmas, because if you really think about it, Japan itself is kind of like an innocent bystander when it comes to recognizing what Christmas is really all about. They're not Christians, they don't have that baggage on them, right? They don't have any really affiliation from cultural history or anything like that. Like, there's no paganism involved, there's no Christianity involved. It's just what they kind of taken from the West, what appeared to them as obvious from the West. And the most obvious thing that they see, especially in the US and probably other Western countries, is the fact that that the West enjoys shopping more than anything in the modern age versus actual celebrating the religious aspect of it or the family aspect of it, the St. Nicholas aspect of it. So yeah, when it comes down to it, Japan really has, taken on the shopping aspect of it, but not quite as much as like they did in America, right? So while shopping is a thing, Japan's just barely starting to get things like Black Friday and things like that. So that's still just starting out here. It might get more shop oriented in the future, but it's just not really a thing yet. But what Japan does, and does very well, as we've seen just a little bit, they really emphasize family. Now, family is important in a lot of Asian cultures, but it's just the happiness of the Japanese kids and running around like that is just very genuine. And while you do see that kind of happiness in the US with kids and stuff, I don't know, it seems so much more innocent and happy here in Japan. And honestly, I think it is simply because they are a lot more innocent. Even the adults are a lot more innocent. So I understand Christmas as like a fantasy holiday with a fat man named Santa Claus, and basically it's about presents and shopping and things like that. But I wouldn't even really say that most people spend money on presents for people out here. Maybe on Christmas Eve for the romantic portion of it all, but really everyone's saving the money to give to the kids on New Year's, right? So we'll take some more footage of I'll take a look here at some more stuff that I've got video recorded about other parts of Tokyo. So far, we've done Roppongi and we've done other different parts. Actually, I forgot all the other names, but yeah, I'll put those down in the description below. So enjoy. So if you ever wonder what it's like to be inside of a tree, well, this is it. If this is basically the inside of a Christmas tree, and you can see what the light show is like, and it's a different way to kind of appreciate the lights. And I thought it was quite neat. So there you go. And now that we're out of the Christmas tree, we're going to walk in, we're going to see this nice ice rink, and I wish I had got more footage of it. I was trying not to be too intrusive on anybody and distract them while they're ice skating, but I really wish I got more footage of this girl coming up right now. She's really talented, and it was definitely a shame that I didn't get more of that. And of course, one of my favorite scenes here is we got these girls that are, taking pictures together and enjoying the lights and stuff like that. One of the things I really liked about it is capturing their pure innocence. And I, it wasn't even intentional when I was filming this, and I just was happy that I did film it because, you see the joy and the happiness in these girls, especially her. This one right now about to take the picture for her friends, so this, switching turns, and, she's genuinely excited for her friends, and that's just the pureness of Japanese people, I guess.
And so it's Christmas. Of music in the air, see the smiling faces everywhere. They stop and stare. Another Christmas, time to celebrate with those you love. Blessings from above.
So now we're coming across the big Taco Bell tree. Now, it looks like the Taco Bell tree based off the bell, but it's really not. The theme for here, as you saw probably on the stairs, is Electric Moon. I have no idea what the significance of that is or what that really means, but that's what it was. But here we can see kind of just how Japanese families commune together. And you can see the innocence amongst the people and the kids, and maybe not quite understanding Christmas as too much, but definitely appreciating the atmosphere. As we come in here, we see some people interacting with a product that's one of the stores is trying to promote, and one of the ways they did that was, by making it going with the Christmas theme of having fun and enjoying, together, and basically playing a game that the whole area can share. And now we're walking down, and we're seeing, all the different lights and the trees and stuff like that, and I really enjoy the way the Japanese people do lights, because even though there's lights all over the world, and we see them, and they're great in America. They look great everywhere, right? But Japan really does a combination of different types of lights, right? They bring a sense of romance, they bring a sense of happiness, and they bring a sense of design that I really enjoy. And they put it in the most not so elaborate, crazy ways, but they make it very aesthetically pleasing overall. Alright, so thank you for exploring Tokyo with me this Christmas season. Now, I thought it was a really interesting way, as my first Christmas in Japan, to actually see it for myself. I've seen it in shows and things of that nature, but it was nice. Now, the one thing I want to say, though, although Christmas is mainly celebrated as a romantic holiday on Christmas Eve versus Christmas Day, there's one thing that kind of stands out this time of year with the Japanese and Christmas spirit, right? And that is spending time with your loved ones, right? Whether it be your friends, family, doesn't matter. The most important thing is to come together and just enjoy each other's company, and that's what we should all be focusing on, right? So whether you're coming from a religious aspect or just the presents portion of Christmas, I hope you guys come together with family and friends, and if you're lonely or whatever, reach out to me and I'll be your Christmas buddy, right? So in the meantime, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, and I will see you all next time.